but I don't know if you want me to move to the middle. Hopefully this works.
School and your Albuquerque Sol, presented by SunPower by Positive Energy Sol.
Of St. Pius High School in the Duke City of Albuquerque, New Mexico. You're watching Sol Soccer, a member of the PDL, right here on ProView Network's Comcast Channel 26. Sebastian Noel alongside Tyler Ortega here for the last matchup of the season here. It's a rematch of Thursday against this same FC Boulder side, a side that was victorious on Thursday. Tyler, you've seen enough of this Sol team to know that when they keep possession in the midfield, they tend to do pretty well. But when it starts to get sloppy and unorganized in the middle, this team hasn't looked good, has it?
No, and that's one of the things that the Sol have shown all season long. Once they concede one goal, another one or two are sure to follow in the minutes shortly thereafter. And we saw that again on Thursday with that match being tied at halftime, 1-1. A couple of minutes out of the half, Boulder takes the lead, and then before you know it, at full time, it's 4-2 with the Sol down.
They just kind of blitzed them coming out of the halftime locker room. Boulder was the team that responded. Albuquerque did not. Let's take a look at some of that action from Thursday. This is early on. Ramos had a good look at things to start things. That was in the 15th minute. Then that beautiful Nino header was just wide. But that was a nice play from that obviously they've worked on from training ground, because I hadn't seen them go for that one before. Here we have on a free kick on a questionable decision from the referee. They put that one in. 25th minute goal from Emil Thompson. That would be the Danes' first of his brace. Here's Ramos. But the former Charger Tio Hooker was up for the challenge. And then Ramos finally does connect off both bars. And the Tommy gun, of course, to celebrate. So things were looking okay at that point. So 1-1 tie in the 32nd minute after the goal from Tommy Ramos. But then off the bar, the only thing that could save it there is Pavlet was beat for that one. But they just missed. We go further ahead now. This is Cormac Noel, and that was a beauty, Tio, from distance. I don't think the keeper was expecting that.
Yeah, that was top bins, packed that one like luggage.
And then there's another, and that's when the floodgates open in the second half. 63rd minute goal for Emil Thompson. That completed his brace. It's pretty much all academic at that point. Another one added by Lee Wiedman in the 73rd. And then Sam Gleedle connected from the penalty spot. Beautiful build-up play from Pat Pacheco, and Gleedle did connect. But that was your final. It was the brace for Emil Thompson and Cormac Noel in the 48th, Lee Wiedman in the 73rd. Let's take a look at some player introductions here. The change in goal for Albuquerque, Jason Ballou is in there in place of Pavlet. Zach Estelle also into the starting lineup here. Really, those are the only changes. I beg your pardon. Gleedle and DuPont will be in there from the get-go. Just Gleedle up front today, playing with 5 in the middle. Pacheco, Mora, Perez, Ramos, and DuPont. Ramos was incredibly active on Thursday. Tyler, sometimes you don't see him make as many runs as we saw on Thursday.
And when Tommy Ramos is getting to it, he is always causing problems.
Really, where they have an advantage is with pace, and that's Sam Gleedle and Grayson DuPont. Both Gleedle and DuPont came off the bench last game. Maybe Coach Gordon wants that speed and pace right off the bat.
And it'll be interesting to see what Coach Gordon dials up here. As we said, having already faced this side and lost 4-2 just 2 days ago, Sebastian. Let's see what the Englishman was able to draw up there in his lair. He was pregame planning for these guys again.
Now there were some individually there were some good games on Thursday. I thought Kareem Salem played fantastic as always. Dylan Nino was a standout again as usual, and Pacheco. But they just got blitzed coming into the second half. So I think that's why you see Gleedle and DuPont in there at the beginning. Another thing they're going to have to reverse at the beginning of the matchup on Thursday, the ball was pretty much pinned in the other side of the pitch, not where they wanted it at all. They couldn't even get it to midfield for a while. Boulder started out pressing really high. How do you beat a press like that?
Well, I think we're seeing it now with the formation that they're running. They have 5 in the midfield, trying to get a little bit of cover there for that back line and make it easier for these midfielders to play it up through the channels as they hit the fast breaks. As you see, we've got Pat Pacheco split all the way out wide along with Grayson DuPont on the right side. And those guys, if we can get them get some long balls out that way, I think that can keep Boulder honest.
We'll step aside here for the playing of our national anthem at Ben Rios Memorial.
Mexico basketball courts is coming to Albuquerque soon. 10 full basketball courts and a whole lot more. For more information, contact Dan Serrano at hoopsnm@aybl.com.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. So maintaining this old car is your best option. Keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
At Extreme Clean, we understand your home is your most important investment. From carpet to tile and grout cleaning, we handle it all. Call Extreme Clean now to schedule 221-6440, extremecleannm.com.
Don't forget, every ProView Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewnetworks.com to buy your DVD today.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Michelle Rudolph or Marty Size in Albuquerque.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
And we're back here as you take a look at the Sandianistas here at St. Pius. How's your Spanish, Tio? I don't know.
It is not that great.
No? All right.
No.
All right. Let's take a look at the visiting Boulder team. I know we had a pretty good audience in jolly old England watching on Thursday, so it looks like they'll be employing a 4-3-3. Heel is in goal today. That's a change. No Theo Hooker today. Edna O'Neill, Titus Nixon, John Michael Perkins, Emil Thompson back there. Sanchez, Pipo, Sutherland, and then Kinoshita, Carmack Noel, the goal scorer, as well as Wiedman, the goal scorer up front. So from a formation standpoint, it looks like they could be pretty aggressive today. We're particularly impressed with Emil Thompson, the Dane. He scored in the 25th and 63rd. Theo Hooker had a good game in goal, but he's on the bench today. The Academy Charger keeper.
All right, fans, get on your feet.
This is the last match of the season here. Of course, if you didn't hear last time we were with you, conference has been clinched by Tucson. That happened earlier last week. So FC Tucson again, cream of the crop out west here. But I'm sure they'll want to end the season on a high note in front of a very nice crowd here at Ben Rios Memorial. This is our first time together here this year, Tyler, and the crowds at St. Pius have really grown this year.
Yeah, this is, I'm about to go as far as to say this is the best crowd I've seen at a Soul match in my 2 years of broadcasting them here.
Attendance record set earlier in the year at UNM, and we're underway. The Soul, the red shorts, and the familiar yellow, black, and a dark red maroonish color for Boulder. Boulder's moving from what would be right to left if you were on a radio dial. I'm sure Coach Gordon will want to make the adjustment. He was not happy with the start last time. Here's Pacheco, and he's fouled.
Yeah, well done there by Pat Pacheco to draw the foul. A dangerous area here to start.
Former Sounder, the Cowboy Pat Pacheco from Taos, another local product. Saw his MLS career come to an end with just a vicious knee injury. But right as rehab was concluding is when the Soul came into existence. So it was perfect timing for the local son to come home. And he's been a mainstay ever since. That one's headed out of there by O'Neal, 20-year-old from University of Wisconsin.
And on those deliveries into the box, you got to beat the first defender. That's what they always tell you.
Here's Emil Thompson, the standout of the match from Thursday. We'll try to play it up the far side to Pipo. Norwegian, just 21 years old. This is a young squad on the Boulder side. The guy who gave him a lot of trouble with his pace was the 19-year-old from St. Bonaventure, John Michael Perkins. And then just the sheer strength of Thompson. He kind of muscled some of the Sol players around. Chance here to get it into the penalty area. Dangerous. Wow. Still not out of the woods yet as Perkins tries to chase it down. Nino will usher it away. I beg your pardon, that was Nixon.
Zach Estelle, right place, right time, is that looks certain to be the opener there for FC Boulder.
Sutherland switch it out to the far side and Perkins. And the Bonnie has it taken away almost. Now slow to get up the defender. That's a nice ball forward. Aim to step in there, Kareem Salam.
I think that's Gleedle up there, still hobbling after that challenge. Actually, it's Grayson Dupont.
So you take a look at that first shot there. I think that caught Baloo by surprise. Again, Salam with the header.
You need a better clearance than that. Sol's still in trouble here.
Sutherland will play it back on the near side here to O'Neal, the Badger from Wisconsin. Now back to Thompson. Back to O'Neal, the near side, in front of us here. Trying to chip it over the top. Nice defensive header there, and the Sol will have it. Pacheco plays it back nicely to Perez. Trying to go out wide to the far side. Gleedle making that run to the opposite side. Numbers in the box. Ramos was making the run. Pacheco. Perez, now they'll play it back but to Salam. And he wants to get it right back in there to Dylan Nino. Couldn't connect.
Nino and John Michael Perkins, that matchup is going to be something to keep an eye on all night.
Yeah, that's one to watch.
We know Dylan Nino loves getting forward. Trying to get those balls into the box from the wide areas there.
Reminder, you can tweet us at ProView TV with your pick to click for the man of the match. Tyler, I'm going to put you on the spot. T.O., who's going to be the man of the match today?
Man of the match, I'm going to go with that guy right there that's chasing down the ball, Grayson Dupont.
All right, I like that. I think myself and our director, Josh Brown, Alden Iwani, we're going to go with Tommy Ramos today. You at home, select your pick to click and tweet us at ProView TV. Thompson play the ball forward to Wiedmann. Sandionistas also have a fan favorite award that they always collect votes on, and I don't know when that'll be made public, if it's at halftime or on their Twitter feed, but we'll bring that along to you. I have a feeling I know who's gonna take that, just judging by who their favorites are. It might be Nino, it might be Salam, maybe Sam Gleedle.
Pat Pacheco,
the local guy. So definitely some favorites. Here's Ramos. Quick touch ahead, the shot! And Heel to his left makes a save. So the first shot on goal for the Sol. It's not enough pace from Gleedle, but it was a quick touch by Ramos to get it to him. So both teams have had a go at the goal here. So you take another look on replay. This is a beautiful build-up to get it to him. There's a turnover. Here's Ramos. Can he get to it? In front of Thompson, no.
He's trying to slide it over to Gleedle. Gleedle may have been in an offsides position, but that was a good idea nonetheless.
It's hard to, the television doesn't do Emil Thompson justice. He's a big, strong guy.
You know, Tommy Ramos is a big guy, and when you put those two together.
Kinoshita. Let's go to his left foot. And there's the opener for Ryosuke Kinoshita. Youngster from Japan scores in the 7th minute.
By Boulder's number 14, Ryosuke.
Let's take another look at this TO here off the giveaway at midfield, a careless one at that. And he just takes it himself.
Yeah, he just switches it up to the left side and goes for the tight angle there on the near post, beating below.
So it's 1-0 now, Boulder here in the 7th minute at St. Pius. On the Kinoshita goal.
And there we see it again from the Sol. It's just those momentary lapses that lead to big trouble now. Let's see if they're able to stop the bleeding here at 1 early on, not let this match get out of control.
Salem back there, he'll play back to Baloo. I noticed how many people that Thompson just knocked around out there yesterday. So I made it a point to walk by him today as I was heading in for the broadcast. And yeah, he's a big dude back there for Boulder. Number 7 on your screen, the Dane. Chance for the equalizer here. Now the traffic catches up to Gleedle. He had to get rid of that one quicker. On the counter now, Sanchez. Plays it ahead. Fancy footwork for Cormac Noel. And about that distance is where they scored off a set piece on Thursday, just on the near side. This one will come from the far side.
Foul called on Nico Perez there. Didn't see a whole lot. So let's see what FC Boulder's got dialed up for the set piece here.
Their set pieces looked very good on Thursday, so this is going to have to be defended well. Over it is Sanchez. Looks like Thompson starting in an offside position here. Let's see, now he played back onside. Headed out, defensive header.
Good challenge there by Estelle.
Perkins looking to get it right back in there. Instead, he'll have to play it back, all the way back to Heel. I don't think that's what his mates wanted there. No Tyler Pavlett today in goal.
Pavlett is listed in the,
on the sub sheet today. We talked about his false 9 clothing line that he got trademarked earlier in the season because that's his other hobby, is he wants to design sportswear. Well, so I did a little bit of surfing on Twitter, and who did I find other than Didier Drogba rocking the false 9 gear? So that, I mean, if you can get him to wear your gear, obviously it's got to look pretty sharp.
Yeah, that's impressive. And Drogba, he's just in our neighboring state there in Arizona.
Yeah, so the Goodyear native, Pavlett. This could be trouble, but out for it, Baloo, the Lobo keeper.
Kinoshita getting up there again, causing some problems here on this left side.
Here's Nino, he's got a lot of space. He wants to play it forward. It's a heavy first touch. They get it right back to Dylan. Now Ramos making a run. It's a beautiful cross. Here's the shot. No, he's going to get taken down. It's a beautiful build-up to Ramos.
And lots of appeals up here in the crowd for a PK.
We'll take another look on replay in a second. I think maybe he just lost his footing there, but it was a beautiful cross into Tommy. I thought he was going to rifle a shot off there.
And the ball in from Nino. We had the perfect vantage point. This is a perfect little scoop dinker ball right there for Tommy Ramos. Shame he couldn't get that to drop.
So we'll have another look here. Here we go on replay. Nino with the beautiful cross. A little heavy on the touch off the thigh, and that's a beautiful tackle by the Dane Thompson. Definitely not a foul. Good job by our directors today, Josh Brown, Alani Ioane, right on top of things with that replay. Thompson with the brace yesterday makes a huge defensive play here in the 10th minute at St. Pius. Still 1-0.
It's going to go against Pat Pacheco there. Pacheco, he's not one to shy away from physical contact.
Well, I wouldn't at all be surprised if Coach Gordon after Thursday said, hey, we got knocked around a little bit out there. Let's match their physicality on Saturday.
You know, and that's one of the psychological things. When you know that a team is going to come out and be more aggressive, be stronger than you, it does play a factor there.
Sutherland, beautiful back heel right back to Sutherland, and then he nutmegs the defender, Domiciano. Perkins, that one took a deflection, and I beg your pardon, that was Nixon. Still not out of trouble, Wiedemann, and the punch from Ballou. I beg your pardon, that was Cormac Noel. He scored yesterday, the Englishman, in the 48th. That was a good look, Tio.
Yeah, it was a good save there by Ballou.
I had to go with the punch, as that one had enough pace on it. Didn't want to risk the catch there.
Yeah, there were some vultures hanging around there for the scraps.
Here's Nixon, headed by Nino. Ramos over. It's a nice team defending there to clear that one. Oh, John Michael Perkins stepped right in there. Took that one away.
And he was unmarked there down the left flank. Dylan Nino was in a far advanced position. The Sol were lucky that Boulder didn't look out that way.
They poked it away from Noel there. Pacheco trying to play it forward to Galito and prepared to make that run. Just on that Ramos look, it was a beautiful buildup from Nino. Even on Thursday, they got some of their better looks when Nino just started streaking up the flank. He really makes a lot happen. One of the Sol's more consistent players from the beginning of the season till now. Here's Mora ahead to Gleadle. Here comes some scissors here. He's going to take a shot. Ooh. The punch and then a deflection off Thompson. It's not out of trouble yet. Gleadle's got to get rid of it. He does to Ramos, trying to cross it into Pacheco. It falls back to Nino, and a heavy touch.
It's a good idea. He's looking for Grayson DuPont there going down the left side. Just like you said, Sebastian, too heavy of a touch there. And we're starting to see some good attacking play from the Sol now.
Another Lobo, DuPont. Let's take a look on replay here. Here's Gleadle.
This goal kick is brought to you by Root Boy Cookies, the official cookie of the Sol.
He's rising towards the top corner all the way. He
came right down off of Thompson, too.
Pacheco now out wide. Dangerous here. This is Estelle trying to play it to Nino.
Kinoshita showing off the pace there.
Estelle again. He's going to have a go. I think he was stuck between a pass and a shot. And that one drew some groans from the home faithful here. 15th minute at St. Pius at Ben Rios Memorial. It's 1-0 Boulder here. You're watching ProView Networks, PDL Soccer on ProView Networks, Comcast Channel 26. Sebastian Noel alongside Tyler Ortega here. Season finale for Sol. Salem will play it back. Nino put in a heavy shift yesterday. He was beat up at the end of the day last night. Again, they turned it over, trying to feed it through the middle.
Sloppy passes, bad giveaways.
Sutherland to Titus Nixon on the far side now. Back to the center, Sutherland, and he'll touch it back to Nixon. There's Thompson. It's a nice chip ahead. No, Nino's going to step in there. Estelle will have to play it back to Ballou. They're giving Nino a lot of freedom on this near side. I wouldn't be surprised they try to build through him. We'll switch sides now in Kareem Salem. A beautiful job to get past Wiedemann back there.
To pick up the newest Albuquerque Sol t-shirts.
That was a little
2017
wishful thinking on that ball forward, wasn't it?
A little bit. You'd like to see the Sol trying to get a little bit more build-up play before trying to go for the long ball.
If you're just joining us, it's 1-0, 7th minute goal for Ryosuke Kinoshita, Japanese striker for Boulder. This is trouble here with Cormac Noel. Referee plays advantage. Noel pokes it ahead in a heavy touch.
And Sol lucked out again, dodging bullets here.
Baloo wanted to restart quickly. His mates weren't up for it. It was Sanchez with the heavy touch there in the penalty area. Pacheco. Perez will play it all the way back to Salem. Estelle, another local guy. Estelle played his soccer at Highland High School. He was a Hornet. He actually made the team during the January tryouts. Wide to Nino. Here's the man that usually makes it happen. Let's see. Plays it ahead to Ramos. Gleedle's making a nice little diagonal run. He's at the penalty spot. He tried to cross it in there to him, and Thompson headed it out.
Thompson making it look easy in there.
Man amongst boys, almost, it looks like. That's a dangerous
ball.
Baloo has to come out. The sweeper keeper does his job. So charging Sanchez could have got on the end of that one.
That was a dangerous ball forward there by FC Boulder.
Let's take one more look here, Tyler.
Yeah, Gleedle was a clear step behind there. Thompson making it look easy there.
Here on the near side, this is John Michael Perkins. He's had to have enjoyed his trip to Albuquerque. He's got megged a couple of Sol players in the trip. He's looked good out there. Did get burned for the 1 goal on Thursday, but other than that, a nice match. Kinoshita plays it towards the middle. Sanchez, now they'll play it out wide to Nixon. Pipo, and he gives it away. Christian Pipo, the 21-year-old from Norway, gives it away. Here's Gleedle. He's going to have to win it 1-on-3. He's not going to get to. As Sutherland caught up to him.
And Josh Sutherland there, kicking on the Jets, having to get back before Gleedle gets through. Good defending there.
Here's DuPont. Gleedle, it's a bad touch right at the top of the 18. And it's a turnover. Nice chip ahead to Sanchez here. They want to play it forward. Let's see if Wiedemann can get to the end of this one. Wiedemann goes down. He's appealing for a foul. None will be given. He's letting the referee hear it. Leland DuPont on that far side. Careless giveaway there. Linesman was signaling for a handball there. Referee didn't look over. A lot of space for John Michael Perkins. The youngster from St. Bonaventure. Gets past Nino, and the save from Baloo.
There's not a whole lot of players that can get by Dylan Nino with that amount of ease.
And Dylan Nino's turned into one of the better defenders in the PDL. And John Michael Perkins got right past him.
And Perkins using his explosive first step there. And the Sol again dodging another bullet.
Ramos take the throw right in front of our cameraman Christian Molina. So back to Estelle's tryout as he's over the ball here. So he's always naturally a forward, and he was playing some not full squad drills, and his defense was just getting shredded as you take a look at this replay here of John Michael Perkins and the save by Baloo. So he decided that, hey, I'm going to just go back there and play defense because we're getting killed out here today. And he looked pretty decent, and the coaching staff was really impressed that this striker would want to play defense here on his team tryout. And here he is.
Well, that's one way to make the team. You know, when you want to make the team bad enough, you'll play anywhere.
Nino, can he get to the end? Two best athletes on the pitch faced off. Nino won it. He's going to play the cross, and it's too heavy on that touch. So Nino knows golden opportunity gone by there, maybe.
The official cookie of the Sol.
He did everything there that he needed to, for the exception of find one of his teammates in the box. And by missing it, he missed it dreadfully there, Sebastian.
The key to Estelle's success apparently is very aggressive yoga. You do a lot of aggressive yoga, Tio?
I don't do aggressive yoga. I don't do
any kind of yoga?
Nice and soft yoga. No, I'm not a yoga type of person.
Adrian Moore.
New Mexico guy from Highland High School. Spent a lot of time on the farm as well, small ranch. Still having to defend here. A little hopeful to get Gladel on the end of that one. Referee wasn't having any of Kinoshita's dive on the other side. A little bit of pressure here. Ramos, look at Tommy winning. Oh, and the flag's up.
Wow, and Gladel, if he was offsides, it was by the slimmest of margins there.
Yeah, that was close.
I feel like even FC Boulder knew they were caught out on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's take another look here.
Yeah, he was off.
Yeah, he was off.
On second look.
On the replay, he was about 2 body lengths off of Thompson. Here's O'Neill, the Badger from Wisconsin, on the near side here. Back to Enda. Trying to play it in the middle to Sanchez. Now Titus Nixon on the far side. We tried to get it forward to Noel, but that was too heavy of a pass to Cormac. It goes off the heel. His parents are watching on Thursday at 2:30 in the morning from England, Tyler.
Gotta do what you gotta do, and that's the good thing about technology these days. Is no matter where in the world you are, you're always a click away from watching some of the best sporting events that you can, even if it's your kid playing thousands and thousands of miles away.
Carmack from Brighton, England. See here, this is dangerous. Estelle's gonna have to win the foot race, and he does. The Sol have had some instances, Tyler, where they've pressured and created some turnovers, but there really hasn't been any rhythm to it. They've just done it a few times sporadically.
And I think that's the challenge for the Sol as this game goes on. You really need to settle down offensively.
Gladel, a heavy touch. That one ran all the way up his body. He's able to control it now. Ramos. Gladel will overlap him. Beautiful ball ahead, but right up there for it was John Michael Perkins. That was a good idea, though. Ramos will take the throw here, and then that's an old basketball move right there, Tyler. Pull the chair out, right?
Exactly.
And that's what he did to Dylan Nino. The counter is on now. Sutherland. He's got Noel centrally. He's got the goal scorer already to his left here. Oh, right, past Estelle, and then the pass was behind Sanchez, I believe.
I think if you're Kinoshita right there, you just need to shoot that. He's trying to get a little bit too cute, trying to get his name, trying to get an assist to his name. Just bag it, go for the brace. And I think FC Boulder goes up 2-0 right there if he puts the shot on goal.
Well, he totally beat Estelle on that one. We'll get another look at it here in a second. But yeah, I'm with you there. That has to be a shot every time.
He's just too close with, 3 or 4 Albuquerque Sol defenders there in between him and the man he was looking for.
On the set piece, Baloo, that's an easy catch. Kinoshita from Hyogo, Japan, a 23-year-old forward. Plays his college ball at Marshalltown Community College. Take another look here. Pass or shoot? I'm with you. You got to shoot this once you beat Estelle.
Yeah, he just hits it real quick right there past Estelle, and then you got to shoot that. You had Baloo off his line with the whole backside of the goal open. And here's Gleedle now making a run.
Look at this. Keeper's out in no man's land here. Just got to find another yellow jersey. And they can't. The flag was up for a foul and a card. So 26-minute booking here. But all you have to do is find a yellow jersey there. The keeper was all the way out near the corner flag.
Two boulders, Shaz Heel.
So Heel is assessed the card in the 26th minute. We're going to take a look at this before we go down to Isabel in just a minute. Third member of our team will have Ron Patel, but first let's stay with this free kick here. Ramos is over it.
Basically a shortened corner kick here.
And that's how far out the keeper was. All he had to do was get it to a yellow jersey in the box, and this thing's tied. Nino looks, let's see, he wants a run. And that's all the way fired across. Let's go down now to the third member of our team. Isabel Gonzalez is with Ron Patel.
Last game of this season at Senpai's High School. What are you seeing so far in this game? I know on Thursday you guys took a 4-2 loss. What's it going to take?
Yeah, obviously they got the early goal, which was a damper on us. But I mean, we've shown some promise here. We've got some good attacks coming at forward. We've had the opportunities. We've just got to finish.
What do you see both teams so far? Do you think they made any changes from Thursday? Or is it just like maybe an energy kind of thing?
You know what? I didn't get a chance to see the lineup and how it came out. We were putting the game on and everything. I'm just thrilled because of the crowd tonight. As you can see behind me, all the people that have showed up. Ahead of time tonight, we had police versus fire. It was APD versus AFD. And we had a crowd of about 500-600 people just out to see that game. And then they were all invited back tonight for the season finale. So it's really cool to see all of this and the community supporting us and getting behind the team. And I'm sorry, I know I didn't answer your question, but I'm not a coach, and I really don't get a chance to see the lineups when they come out, just making sure the fans are having a good time. So.
And you guys have no postseason. It is the last game, but how special is it to see so many people here, even though, you know, like you guys won't go any further?
It's really, I think humbling is the right word. There's so many people in our organization, yourself included, that work really hard to put on a great show for our fans, and to see them show up in full force for the last game of the season, it's just really humbling, I think would be the right word.
Thank you, Ron.
Thanks.
Thanks, Isabel. Here's Dominiciano out wide with it. And Ron mentioned that matchup earlier today between the firefighters and the police force, APD against AFD. AFD took an 8-2 victory. That's Germany versus Brazil like right there, Tio.
Showing no mercy there on their friends with the thin blue line were the firefighters today. But that's good. I mean, you expect nothing less from you know, a bunch of guys who are cops and firefighters. These guys give 100% every day, day in, day out, keeping the city safe. And you know, we all truly appreciate them.
As Ron mentioned, there was about 600 people out here for that one. So great support early on. 1-0 here. We're in the 30th minute. The goal came in the 7th by Ryosuke Kinoshita, Japanese striker for Boulder. The best chance has been that Nino cross into Ramos. Dylan's been fantastic today, per his usual self. Salem. We saw this yesterday where the ball kind of stuck on that end of the pitch, Tyler, where they were just having trouble getting it forward. Ramos couldn't step in before O'Neill got there. And that one's off the foot of Wiedmann.
Yeah, the Soul on the offensive side of the ball looking a little lethargic, to say the least.
That's putting it kindly. That's off the chest of DuPont. Now they're gonna, I thought they were gonna switch sides to Nino. Instead it was a shot. never any problems for Heel. I think Nino was expecting that ball too.
Yeah, it looked like that was what he had planned to do. It looked like he just mishit it a little bit there. And I'd say throughout these first 32 minutes, Sebastian, Dylan Nino has been the lifeline of the Albuquerque Sol's offense here.
21-year-old keeper Heel really wasn't challenged there. Arvada, Colorado, his hometown, plays at Midland. There's an NAIA National Defensive Player of the Week. His collegiate career. What tactical changes would you expect here after halftime, Tyler? Just a little more aggression?
I don't know. I mean, we've seen them be aggressive. I think it lies in their discipline on the offensive side of the ball. Too many times we see them hit not enough passes, or maybe too many. When they start looking for the long ball, they start growing impatient. I think if they could stay disciplined here on the offensive side of the ball, really probe there in the midfield, try to get this Boulder team unsettled a little bit, because right now it looks like Boulder is playing their match on the pitch right now, and they're just dominating. That one out for Perkins.
Perkins against Ramos here on the near side in front of us. He'll play it back to O'Neal. And there's Emil Thompson, the big fella back there. Now they'll try to build through Noel.
And no foul call.
No foul, no whistle. Still haven't heard one.
Well, there it is. There's a foul.
Okay. All right, he pointed. I didn't hear a whistle.
It was interesting there. Demiciano kind of just waited. You know, he kind of sat there on the floor and looked back at the official.
Yuri's been quiet today. He hasn't had a lot of touches of the ball. See if Ramos can win this out of the air. Again, it's Nixon. DuPont poked it away. He's giving him some trouble, at least harassing him towards the corner flag. See if they play this one forward. This will be a tough run for Carmack Noel to get on the end of.
That's got to be a yellow at least there for Kareem Salim.
Salem's being ushered over. And it is a caution, a yellow for Salem.
Number 5 for Albuquerque, Kareem Salim.
The 35th minute caution for Kareem. I think he thought he had to take out Noel there. Let's take another look.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe there's another defender there to recover.
Looked like he had a little bit of coverage there.
But it was Carmack's dangerous in the open field like that. 22-year-old midfielder from Brighton, England. And Ballou's out for the easy catch. We mentioned on Thursday, Carmack was actually signed at the age of 13 to the Leeds United FC team, which is actually now residing in the second tier of English football. So that's pretty impressive. And then he moved on to a team that in Halifax, Halifax Town FC, who's now in the 3rd rank, I believe. There's Ramos. Again, Tommy and Sam looking at each other, a little bit of miscommunication there. Not what they wanted.
I'd like to see Ramos dribble that up a little bit. He had loads of open space. And that's what I was talking about there, with these guys getting impatient there on the offensive end, just looking for the long ball. You know, this isn't FIFA, Sebastian.
Here's Ramos trying to thread it through to DuPont. It was a good idea. It's a correction on Noel. It was Chesterfield FC, the team he went to, who's currently in the 3rd tier of the English Professional League. He did all that before the age of 16. So that's not too shabby for the Englishman. Here's Perkins on the near side in front of us. He's got Ramos and Nino to beat here. Play back to O'Neal, the Badger. Sutherland gets it back to O'Neal. Try to get it back to O'Neal, overshot him. Edna O'Neal, 20-year-old defender. Some trouble here? No. Again, a little unlucky, a little heavy on the touch.
At the slimmest of margins, the Sol still off the score sheet.
Take a look here after the throw on replay. Oh, quickly back to live action, and Baloo has to make the save. And the flag is up. I think the fans were thinking that he was going to award a penalty. They were ready to protest.
And Wiedmann there, still on the ground. You can see the head official checking on him. He took a pretty hard tumble, did Wiedmann.
Yeah, that was a tough fall. We're back on the restart now. Should close the book on O'Neal. He did play for an MLS team. He got into some 5 MLS reserve games. So Ramos taken down there by Wiedmann. Domiciano with a pretty touch to DuPont. Let's see if Fury can get something going here on that far side. Back to DuPont. He's onside. Into the penalty area. And no foul called here.
Got to time those tackles absolutely perfect.
Sanchez trying to get the counter going. No one was making that run. Didn't look like much. Maybe it was wishful thinking to get the benefit of the referee's whistle there. We're in the 39th here. It's 1-0 Boulder. Sebastian Noel and Tyler Ortega here. You're watching ProView Networks on Comcast Channel 26. Season finale here of the Sol. And then next thing you know, we'll be broadcasting high school football again, Tyler.
Right around the corner. I feel like we just wrapped up with the state track meets, not too long ago.
You do a just fantastic job on track, Tyler. Listening to some of that again this year. Nino, Pacheco, back to Gleedle. Still Sammy. Takes a shot, and it's stopped by Hill. It was in the box for a long time, and Gleedle did get a shot off finally.
And the Sol seemingly just can't
Take
buy
another
a
look
goal.
here. Nino with a beautiful touch to Pacheco. One times it back to Gleedle. The double team came. Gleedle stepped right over it, right through it, and right through the legs. That's some really good goalkeeping there, Tio. Because he had to have been shielded.
Yeah, I was going to say we may have to switch up our picks for the man of the match over to Shaz Heel.
Oh, I don't vote for visiting players. That's not going to happen, my friend. I wouldn't make it out of here alive. The Sandinistas would mug me in the parking lot.
I don't think they know who I am just yet.
That's true. Here's Nino trying to get it ahead to Gleedle. Sam's going to chase this one all day. He's going to get to it. Just by the corner flag. O'Neal has to concede the corner.
That was good defending there once again by Enda O'Neal. And O'Neal's been he's been put on the spot there on that right side quite a few times.
Corner coming here for DuPont. Yeah, so we'll have a few all-star games to round out the summer. 6A basketball still to come, as well as a 6A football game, and then it's right back to the preps calendar. Here's DuPont. And absolutely nothing out of that corner for Albuquerque.
And that's about, what, the fourth or fifth corner, not just corner, but I mean ball into the box that we've seen go clear over to the other side. I don't know if these Sol players are too hyped up or what's going on out there.
So if this is your first time with us, this is New Mexico's only 24/7 pro sports or sports channel, Comcast Channel 26, home of the Albuquerque Sol, the Duke City Gladiators. All your high school preps coverage, football, baseball, softball, volleyball, wrestling. You do such a great job with track. We do it all on ProV Network's Comcast Channel 26, streamed through the NFHS network during the regular school year. Pacheco, let's see if he can start the counter. Ramos, that slowed it down momentarily. DuPont's gonna run all day to get this one. On the far side, he plays the cross to Pacheco, couldn't get it to him. And as Titus Nixon stepped in there.
And another great defensive job there, just when you think Boulder are caught out.
The back line of O'Neal, Nixon, and Thompson is very stout. DuPont lost his footing here just above the 18, the flag's up. You spotted it right away.
Yeah, Pacheco is just hanging out there on the wrong side of the defensive line. But we're starting to see Sebastian, the Sol, getting forward a lot more, causing a lot more problems there in the attacking third.
Nixon has been just as good as Thompson in the backfield today. 18-year-old defender from Nigeria. Goes to Sheridan College in Wyoming. High school ball in San Bernardino, California. He was the Southern California Citrus Athlete of the Year in San Bernardino.
Wow. Whenever you can win a regional award like that in a state like California, you know, Texas, Florida, New York, those big states like that, it really speaks volumes.
So you see Thompson taken down, but Perez saying, hey, he did the same thing to me, and he absolutely did. He bodied Perez down.
Foul on number 21, Grayson DuPont.
But it's always the person that's retaliating that gets caught. So is the issue for DuPont. They'll switch it here in front of us to John Michael Perkins. And that's going to be a tough cover for Ramos. Heavy touch ahead. Ramos took him down by the shirt. Oh, wow. They're going to call that on Perkins.
Wow.
As Ramos had a handful of jersey to take him down. And much to everyone's surprise, they called a foul on Perkins. He is as shocked as we are out there. But the Sol will take it. Here's Salem.
Yeah, we're sitting up here in the bleachers, and I think everybody in the crowd must have said wow at least once or twice.
I don't even need a replay on that. I know what I just saw.
Yeah.
It was Thompson trying to build out of the back. Back in front of us, O'Neal, 20-year-old Badger, University of Wisconsin, back to his 19-year-old teammate from St. Bonaventure. This is a really young team, but they are very organized.
Very disciplined, our FC Boulder.
Thompson, or I beg your pardon, Perkins will take the throw to Kinoshita. Back to Thompson. 45th minute here. 1-0 Boulder. Sebastian Noel, Tyler Ortega here on ProV Networks. See if Gleadle can steal that one. No. An equalizer before the half would be just what we needed. Instead, Perkins here. Again, he's going to have to beat Ramos and Nino. And now cross sails wide. Nobody at the end. We've hit the 45th minute. Official times kept on the field. Just the 1 minute of stoppage time in the first. And again, Albuquerque's going to have to head to the locker room to make adjustments. Here's People. It's a pass to Kinoshita, and he fires another shot at Baloo, but it's saved. People's been quiet today, much more involved on Thursday. Tried to play a long ball through, and that's not going to happen against Emil Thompson.
And Kinoshita, he's had, he's had a couple of great opportunities. Obviously, the one goal that he scored, but that shot there, and then the pass that should have been a shot that we thought Kinoshita could easily have a hat trick here in the first half.
He had a rifle shot on Thursday right past Pavlet, but only the bar would make the save. And it rumbled the woodworks. So there's the halftime whistle. Familiar spot, 1-0 deficit here. FC Boulder, just the 7th minute goal. Tyler and I will be back with some first half highlights right after this.
Hoops New Mexico basketball courts is coming to Albuquerque soon. 10 full basketball courts and a whole lot more. For more information, contact Dan Serrano at hoopsnm@aybl.com.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. So maintaining this old car is your best option. Keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Don't forget, every ProView Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewNetworks.com to buy your DVD today.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Michelle Rudolph or Marty Size in Albuquerque.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Visit the Frontier Restaurant. Due to heavy construction on Central, take lead or coal coming north or south. The Frontier Restaurant. Get your Frontier fix on. Garden Sort's Team Sales is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutt Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school letter jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between. Garden Schwartz Team Sales. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales today at 1-800-880-7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Welcome back to St. Pius. Sebastian Noel alongside Tyler Ortega. It's a 1-0 scoreline here at the half. FC Boulder is in front of Albuquerque Sol FC 1-0. There was a goal in the 7th minute by Ryosuke Kinoshita. And really, it could have been more than just the one today, Tyler.
Yeah, and not just for FC Boulder. Kinoshita himself could have had a hat trick there in the first half. So, you know, if you're the Sol, you really need to tighten it up on the back line. And on the other side, once you get into that final attacking third, we've seen it time and time again, Sebastian, here.
Let's take a look.
They get down into this little right corner, and they're just unable to get that final ball. If the ball, if the ball's not being cleared out by a defender, it's being sent over everybody clear to the other side. And the Sol, they just got to clean it up a little bit.
That was a beautiful goal with the left foot. Now a beautiful back heel and another shot on goal for Noel. Here's Gleedle now. He beat his man. He had a shot, and it was actually a pretty good look. It was rising. That's a tough stop. Here's Perkins. He got past Nino, but he couldn't get past Jason Ballou. On the other side now, Sutherland. He leaves it again for Kinoshita. This is where we thought he should have shot it once he switched feet, and then he played it behind the striker that was trailing the play. This is where the keeper ended up getting carded, but all Gleedle has to do here is find a yellow jersey, and we're tied at 1. He ends up getting taken down from behind. It's a yellow for the keeper. Here's the best shot really for Sam. He gets past 2 defenders and then right through the defender's legs. And that's a pretty impressive stop for the keeper, Shaz Heel. You have to imagine he was pretty shielded there as he nutmegged his defender for that shot.
Yeah, and it's kind of a competition between the keepers, Ballou and Heel, as to who can make the better stops. Both of these guys have made some marvelous stops, and it's I'd say it's a shock that we've only seen 1 goal find the back of the net.
First half highlights courtesy of our wonderful directors, Josh Brown and Alden Iowani. We'll be back second half from St. Pius after this.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Altitude Sports Grill is where Albuquerque's sports fans won't miss a game. With locally crafted brews on tap and refreshingly crisp cocktails. Located in Hotel Cascada, Albuquerque residents find a staycation worth staying for. Catching Lobo sports, enjoying a beer on the beach, or wiping out, Hotel Cascada is home to your urban adventure. Affordable guest rooms, no-hassle water park parties, and much more.
Terry Cosper Insurance Agency is a proud partner with ProView Networks and a proud supporter of New Mexico High School athletics. Terry's been a local farmer's agent for over 20 years for auto, home, life, and business insurance. Just like high school sports are important, so are teen drivers. For more information, call Terry or one of his licensed staff members at 898-5556. Quotes are available for you.
For 55 years, people have bought trucks from Tillery in Los Lunas. We have a great selection of vehicles, the quality service department, and some of the best deals in the state. But most importantly, we found people prefer to buy trucks from people who actually drive trucks.
Tillery is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Locally owned and operated, located in Los Lunas, right off I-25, exit 203.
The Barley Room, proud sponsor of ProView Networks for over 9 years, is pleased to introduce Black Iron Catering. From weddings and family reunions to birthdays and office parties, Black Iron Catering is perfect for any event. Contact Jamie at 505-459-8259 and book your event today. Black Iron Catering. Let us bring our kitchen to you.
Gecko's Bar and Tapas, a proud supporter of ProView Networks. It's been a fan favorite spot for food lovers and sports fans. With not one, but 2 great locations, including outdoor patio, an atmosphere you won't want to miss. Gecko's, off Academy and in Nob Hill.
Selling your home, know its value? As part of Greater ABQ Home Realty Service, we offer a free no-obligation market analysis so you can learn the value of your home before placing it on the market. Servicing Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, Placitas, Corrales, and the East Mountain. And we're dedicated to making our clients customers for life. Locally owned, locally focused, Greater ABQ Homes Realty. Contact Tom Schoeneman at 505-821-1234 or visit our website at greaterabqhomes.com.
Hey Lobo fans, I'm Sarah. And I'm Samantha. Jaguar Land Rover Albuquerque has been a family-owned business since 1988. The 2017 Jaguar F-Pace has been named the winner of the 2017 World Car of the Year and World Car Design of the Year. Land Rover's signature terrain response system is flawless against any curveball New Mexico weather can throw at you. We have a class-leading extended warranty on all Jags and Land Rovers and one of the greatest pre-owned inventories in the state of New Mexico.
Call 505-797-3600 to schedule a test drive.
Locally loved restaurants like Farina Pizzeria, Farina Alto, and the Artichoke Cafe are the perfect venue for your next event. Farina Alto has traditional Italian food, plus handcrafted cocktails in a beautiful Northeast Heights location. Farina Pizzeria with a downtown vibe, amazing affordable wines, and local beer. And the Artichoke Cafe has set the standard for casual fine dining since 1989. Visit our family of restaurants and see what fine dining is all about.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Hoops New Mexico Basketball Courts is coming to Albuquerque soon. 10 full basketball courts and a whole lot more. For more information, contact Dan Serrano at hoopsnm@aybl.com.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. So maintaining this old car is your best option. Keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Don't forget, every ProView Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewNetworks.com to buy your DVD today.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Michelle Rudolph or Marty Size in Albuquerque.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Visit the Frontier Restaurant. Due to heavy construction on Central, take lead or coal coming north or south. The Frontier Restaurant. Get your Frontier fix on. Garden Sort's Team Sales is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutt Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school letter jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between. Garden Schwartz Team Sales. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales today at 1-800-880-7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Altitude Sports Grill is where Albuquerque's sports fans won't miss a game. With locally crafted brews on tap and refreshingly crisp cocktails. Located in Hotel Cascada, Albuquerque residents find a staycation worth staying for. Catching Lobo sports, enjoying a beer on the beach, or wiping out, Hotel Cascada is home to your urban adventure. Affordable guest rooms, no-hassle water park parties, and much more.
Terry Cosper Insurance Agency is a proud partner with ProView Networks and a proud supporter of New Mexico High School athletics. Terry's been a local farmer's agent for over 20 years for auto, home, life, and business insurance. Just like high school sports are important, so are teen drivers. For more information, call Terry or one of his licensed staff members at 898-5556. Quotes are available for you.
For 55 years, people have bought trucks from Tillery in Los Lunas. We have a great selection of vehicles, the quality service department, and some of the best deals in the state. But most importantly, we found people prefer to buy trucks from people who actually drive trucks.
Tillery is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Locally owned and operated, located in Los Lunas, right off I-25, exit 203.
The Barley Room, a proud sponsor of ProView Networks for over 9 years, is pleased to introduce Black Iron Catering. From weddings and family reunions to birthdays and office parties, Black Iron Catering is perfect for any event. Contact Jamie at 505-459-8259 and book your event today. Black Iron Catering. Let us bring our kitchen to you.
Gecko's Bar and Tapas, a proud supporter of ProView Networks. It's been a fan favorite spot for food lovers and sports fans. With not one, but 2 great locations, including outdoor patio, an atmosphere you won't want to miss. Gecko's, off Academy and in Nob Hill.
We're back here at Ben Rios Memorial. Sebastian Noel alongside Tyler Ortega. Josh Brown, Alden Iowani directing today. Again, it's a 1-0 hole here. What does Albuquerque have to do to climb out of that, Tio?
They've just got to clean it up there in the attacking third. Well, like I said, we saw him get forward quite a bit of times there and just unable to pinpoint that last ball. And I think if they're able to do that, we should see an equalizer.
If you're still with us on social media, you can tweet at ProView TV. Send us your man of the match selection, your pick to click. You should take a look at Yuri Domiciano, the Brazilian, on your screen right now. Does he have any second half magic left as the rain starts to sprinkle here at Ben Rios Memorial?
Yeah, it was teasing us for the better part of the first half there, just off to the north, and it looks like it's finally blowing in.
No halftime substitutions as of yet. Mora wins that header. Oh, beg your pardon, there was one.
Exiting the game, number 21, Grayson DuPont. And entering for your soul, number 17, Diego Montez.
So Diego Montez takes the place of Grayson DuPont today. Nino plays the cross into Gleedle, dangerous. But then cleared. Boy, Nino's played some beautiful balls into the box. Look at Yuri take that one away. Domiciano over it now. You still see that heavy wrap over his right leg. He took a vicious 2-footed tackle season opener right here at St. Pius on just a filthy, dirty play from FC Tucson. 2 feet right into the knee. He was right back up, ready to go for the second half. He was out there for the second half. It happened right before halftime. He got taken back to the locker room. He was not subbed off. He's worn that wrap around his leg for the remainder of the season since that vicious hit right here at Pius, season opener.
And FC Tucson, one of the rivals here of the Albuquerque Sol. As you said, they've wrapped up, what is it, the division?
Yeah, they've clinched the division already. Of course, that's easy to do when you're taking a lot of PKs in the 90th minute, but we won't get into that.
No comment.
All right, so now playing it back to Thompson.
Whoa, wow, and that ball.
Really the first mistake from Thompson. He hasn't made many. It's right over towards our cameraman, Christian Molina. Domiciano will get the throw back into Montez. There's Yuri. And that was never going to get past Thompson. An easy clearance for Emil.
Some frustration being shown there by Pacheco.
I don't know if Yuri was going for a nutmeg there or if he thought he maybe saw an angle that I didn't see, but that one didn't have a chance of getting past Emil Thompson. Emil had a brace on Thursday. Take a look here. Here's a turnover. Here's, get it out wide to Pacheco here in front of us. Try to get it past Sanchez instead of playing it back. Here's Domiciano again. They want the switch on the other side. Instead, it falls to the feet of Montez. Now in front of us to Pacheco. Still Pacheco. He's at the top of the 18. He'll have a shot. It'll take a bounce before he heels over to it. Not a bad idea for Pacheco there.
I'd like to see a little bit more movement there on the off the ball when the Sol are in an attacking position there. At one point, there was 3 guys standing all around the ball, Pat Pacheco, and just watching him.
Let's take another look here at Pacheco. Got past one defender, tried to curl it around the other, and the power kind of escaped him there once he wrapped his foot around that one. There's Salem. Plays it to Domiciano on the near side right in front of us. Bounces off O'Neal, and he's going to create the turnover here. I beg your pardon, that's not O'Neal, that's Noel. Carmack. Domiciano slow to get up, and he's limping and maybe favoring that knee. Here's Noel. Solman got away with a little bit of a push there.
Yeah, Yuri is he's grasping at that knee right now.
Looked like Mora pushed Noel. There's the counter, Pacheco. Plays it ahead to Gleedle. Sam, beautiful ball back to Pacheco, but a heavy first touch off the right foot of Pat. Counter here. Kinoshita, and then the foul.
Kind of looked like Kinoshita called that foul.
Yeah, not a bad idea there, but it was just a heavy touch off the right foot of Pacheco. So you take another look here. It's a beautiful ball ahead to Gleedle, and then Sammy got it back to him. Just a little heavy on that touch. Souvenirs are flying our way here in the stands now, so we're definitely distracted. This is a really nice crowd on hand here at St. Pius. Salem tries to play it in front of us here to Domiciano. Apparently he's okay. He's not limping as badly, but he's still grimacing. So that knee probably took a hit there. Kareem tried to play it forward to Yuri. Yuri got right past the defender, Nixon. Domiciano still over the ball, but now he's got Thompson to deal with. Nobody there to support Yuri, and he does finally turn it over to Emil Thompson. Heavy challenge at midfield as Wiedmann is still down. 3 defenders back for Albuquerque. Sanchez finally joins the attack. They'll turn it back over. Here's Montez. Play it across on the far side to Gleedle. And we have a foul over there right in front of the home bench. And Perkins will throw it in here. John Michael Perkins. Quick whistle there. 1-0 if you're just joining. 7th minute goal for Ryosuke Kinoshita, excuse me. The young Japanese striker for this FC Boulder team. They're looking for the weekend sweep here. Thursday decision already in the books for Boulder. This is the season finale here on ProView Networks for Albuquerque Sol football. That's a good idea, but Domiciano is right there to defend it. And then he got bowled over. No whistle, though. Trying to play the cross, the header, and it's right into the hands of Ballou. The cross wasn't at a good enough angle there.
And the Sol are lucky.
Pacheco gave it away. Here's Cormac Noel. Oh, nice touch there by Yuri to get a toe in and take it away from Cormac. And then they turn it over again. You see Yuri's frustrated as the team gave it right back away. Can we get the counter going here? It's the ball ahead to Gleadle. He's going to have to play it against two. That's beautiful team defending there by O'Neill and Thompson. As O'Neill kind of held him up so Thompson could clear it. Here's Salem. Kareem was a PDL player of the week earlier in the season for Albuquerque. Plays it out wild to Nino. He's got a couple of nice crosses. He's looking for Pacheco. It's headed out instead by Nixon. The young Nigerian, Titus Nixon.
Getting closer and closer to the Sol. Like I said, they just can't seem to find that last connection.
I believe we missed the first half or a halftime substitution for Boulder. Number 4, Santiago Velez, was in on that header on the other side. That was a tough angle that Velez really couldn't snap it anywhere but straight up. So he's come on for Boulder, I do believe. We didn't hear the announcement. We might have another sub that just came on here. We'll try to get it for you in just a moment. This being the last match of the season, I wouldn't be surprised if Boulder brings on Keenan Amer from Santa Fe. We'll see. Albuquerque still looking for the equalizer. Montez gets it back. Trying to play it wider now is Nico Perez. Trying to get it to Dylan Nino. That was cut off nicely. Beautiful sliding tackle in there by Santiago Velez. Just came on, as we mentioned. We got a lot of room now up on the far side of the pitch. There's Montez. Ramos.
Looking for Nino again.
Nino is so active on those flanks, Tyler. And again, it's give it away. It's Titus Nixon over it. Back to Emil Thompson. Noel, look at him turn it on there. He started his run in the onside position. Cormac puts the cross in. It's cleared out by Salem. He'll have to concede the corner. Boulder has been much more impressive on their set pieces in this two-game series in Albuquerque. They strike a couple of times on set pieces yesterday, or I beg your pardon, Thursday. 1-0, 56th minute here. This is the second half sub. Santiago Velez will take this corner. Noel's at the top of the 18 right now. It's being marked by Salem. Here we go. It's a low cross. Pacheco. And then Gleadle clears it to midfield. Trying to get it right back to the attacking third, but no support up there on the far side. That's an easy one for Ballou. And again, not really quick on the restart. They're not trying to build out of the back, and they give it right back to O'Neill.
It's just a lot of wasted possessions for the Sol.
It's Nixon.
Fans, be sure to come by our
Sutherland.
Tonight we're offering
Velez.
waters and a $5 burger and chips combo.
Now again, Velez. It's being hounded there by Perez. Wiedman trying to chip it forward. Again, Dylan Nino. The nice clearance there on the slide. 1-0, 57th here. Sebastian Noel, Tyler Ortega. You're watching ProView Networks.
That's a goal.
New Mexico's first 24/7 all sports network. The home of Gladiators football, Albuquerque Sol soccer, DWO wrestling on Monday nights. And of course, you're home for prep high school coverage in the state of New Mexico.
Sol looking very impatient once again. It's almost like they're in a hurry to get the ball down the pitch.
They haven't been able to keep any kind of possession. It's a dangerous ball. Ballou, now he'll retreat. The pass back, and Ballou's right there.
Kinoshita again,
yeah,
getting through in the channels, causing problems for the defense.
It's just that one pass back that allowed enough defenders to crowd the box. Ends up being light work for Ballou in the end. But again, all the quality chances being created by this Boulder side in the second half here. Nixon, a nice piece of possession there centrally for Sutherland. Ramos plays it back now to Salem. He's got Yuri to his left on the near side in front of us. Domiciano forward to Pacheco. Let's see what Pat wants to do against Nixon. Plays it back again.
Nino, it's all by his lonesome. I'm surprised they didn't go up to him there, and you can see the frustration from Dylan Nino. Kind of throws his hands up in the air.
As Estelle couldn't find him. Again, they're not using that side. You know, Nino is so athletic, Tyler, and so quick. You have to just play some balls to that far side of the pitch there, to his flank, I would imagine. Give him a chance to run some of those down.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Give him a puncher's chance, as they like to say.
I would imagine he's going to be pretty frustrated at the end of full time today if he doesn't get at least a shot on goal. If his teammates don't feed him up that flank once.
And that's a good ball.
Beautiful touch. Let's see if he's got one here, and it's just wide. Gleedle goes just wide.
Number 23, Sam Gleedle on the shot.
Take another look here. A beautiful ball ahead to Gleedle. The touch past the defender, Thompson. Then he switches foot, and then he has a shot, and it's just wide. Subs coming on here. Both sides, it looks like. Let's see.
Fans, we have a substitution for FC Boulder. Exiting the game, number 32, Cormac Noel.
So Cormac Noel's day is done for the day.
Davis Wegman.
As Davis Wegman comes in.
Throw-in Sol.
So Noel had another nice game. He had a good 2 matches down here, Tyler, didn't he? Scored on Thursday in the 48th minute. I was pretty impressed with him today.
Agreed. And that's a foul called in favor there for the Sol.
Throw-in Sol.
Or it looks like a throw-in. I thought it was a foul called by the official.
So Cormac heads to the bench. And if his parents are watching from Albuquerque,
Fans, we have a substitution
from 3:59 a.m. in England, we wish you a good night.
23, Sam Gleedle. Entering number 11, Aiden Sherhat.
Sirhat is on for Gleedle here. He had a tough matchup last night against Thompson. He was really getting pushed around, was Sirhat.
That's surprising given the frame that he has.
Yeah, that's what surprised me.
He's every bit as tall as Thompson there.
Here's Pacheco on the left side into the penalty area now. Thompson comes over, has a look. Sirhat in front, and he loses it to Nixon. See if they can get the counter going. No, instead they'll turn it right back over to Perez. Nico, play it out wide to Nino. He's calling for it, and then the header. So they'll have to concede the corner. So even there, when they tried to play it to Nino, a good thing happened. The corner's conceded. A little surprised at Gleedle after Gleedle had such a nice look that he would be the man to come off.
And Gleedle seemed to be one of the bright spots here for the Sol today. You know, it wasn't his fault that those long balls were being kicked out towards him.
There's Perez taking the corner. This has been a real problem today. They have not gotten any quality out of their opportunities at corner kicks today. Pacheco is being marked by Nixon. Plays it just out top of the 18. They'll have a shot. Left-footed Morano trying to get it back in the box, but Nixon will have it instead. Domiciano couldn't get that one. And the foul called on Yuri. It's Davis Wegman, number 21 on your screen, was the substitution. Came on for Cormac Noel. Montez was whistled for the foul, I beg your pardon. Still 1-0, 63rd minute here. Halftime presentation by Ron Patel and Larry Espinosa. American Cancer Society donation. You remember a couple of weeks ago, the pink jerseys auctioned off. $520 check presented to the American Cancer Society. Here's Nixon working on Sanchez. Switched to the left foot. I thought he was going to have a rip there. Instead, there's the lightning flashes here at St. Pius. Ooh, that one, Nino couldn't stop it. Angle's tough. Somehow it's still in the penalty area, and then Nixon skies one.
Trying to make Sports Center there with that volley. Speaking of, there was a PDL highlight in the top 10 plays last night on Sports Center.
You know, we had a Gladiators highlight.
Yeah.
Made number 4. That was just a ridiculous catch.
Yeah.
It was into the seats. Ed Nunes and I got to call that. You were there, right?
I was actually right behind where that happened.
Here's an opportunity now. Here's Montez trying to lead Ramos. Tommy couldn't get enough pace on it with the left foot there. And again, Emil Thompson defending. Thompson just pushed him out wide enough where he had to take it with the left foot, and all the power was erased. Kinoshita. Here's a replay. Let's take another look. Watch this defending by Thompson. He just cut off the angle just enough to take the power out of the shot of Ramos.
And that's close enough to where if Tommy Ramos gets a full foot behind that, more than likely it's finding the back of the net.
Wegman, Davis Wegman. That's a cross. This is trouble. Back to the penalty spot. A shot and a sliding save. Jason Ballou was up for the task there. But the pressure hasn't been relieved yet.
So since my man of the match pick was subbed out, I'm going to switch my pick over to Ballou.
Also not allowed, Tio. Clearly you're not familiar with the rules. Not allowed. Cutoff is passed. Both of our... well, my guy's still out there. That's why you want to switch, huh? Because my guy's still out there for the equalizer, Ramos.
I'm eliminated by default.
Take a look at this replay.
DuPont.
So you take a look at Kinoshita with the beautiful ball. And it was actually... that looked like that took a deflection off of not the keeper, but another Sol player up front. I couldn't see if that was Aiden Serhat or if that was Estelle. Nevertheless, it was a save and a beauty.
And during that replay we were showing you there, the Sol had to clear the ball out of the box again.
I would imagine, Tyler, if they, I have a feeling if they get that equalizer, as we take a look here on replay. One more time, this was just a beautiful ball. And it was Nino, I believe. Mr. Everywhere. If the equalizer is going to come, I would imagine it would come off a set piece today. The Sol have not looked comfortable or anywhere near organized in the final third. There's a nice giveaway. Let's see if they can make anything out of this. Keeper's out. Aiden couldn't get to the end of that. Serhat came on in place of Sam Galito here in the second half. We've reached the 67th minute here. It's still 1-0. The official time, 67:04 here at Pius. It's kept on the field. That's a beautiful run there. They couldn't get it back to him, as Kinoshita has been impressive today, Tyler. And Nixon somehow beat Domiciano to that ball.
Yeah, Kinoshita, he's caused all sorts of problems for the Sol here today. Yeah, he could have bagged 3 in the first half alone.
He played more of a midfield role yesterday, but 3 forwards listed in the lineup card today, and he was one of them. So he was very quiet yesterday. He had that one rifle off the woodwork, but other than that, and he's been very impressive today. But still plenty of time for the Sol equalizer today.
And Kinoshita has switched sides here in half number 2. He was playing the left winger spot there in half 1, and now he switched over to the right side.
Salem, this is where they've had so much trouble, is building out of the back today. Domiciano back to Kareem. We'll switch it over to the other side now. Estelle, see if Nino can get to the end of this run. He does. See if Dylan's got a good cross in him. It's a high arcing cross and a defensive header won by Nixon.
That ball just got eaten up by the wind.
The young Nigerian, Titus Nixon, was first to the ball there. Trouble here. And that was a poor decision there. I think he knew it right away. Look at that careless pass there out of the back, though. They're having to work so hard, Tyler, just to get it out of there now.
And all credit to FC Boulder. They just have not stopped coming. We've hit the 70th minute, Sebastian, and FC Boulder has just been plugging away nonstop.
Domiciano chips it up forward to Aiden Serhat. He got past Thompson, but then there's the second guy, Nixon, and that's been the story all day. Those two worked so well in tandem back there.
I think they'll be instrumental in keeping a clean sheet here.
There they got numbers now. It's 3-on-2. Ramos trying to recover. They pass it off to the right. The shot, and that one looked like it took a deflection off a Sol player's hand. Baloo is still out of the picture. Now he's finally back in there.
Kinoshita appealing for a handball. I gotta say he had somewhat of a gaze.
Yeah, we'll take a look on replay. It definitely looked like that got a piece of the hand. Let's take a look, as it was a beautiful ball to get it to him.
Right
oh yeah,
there.
that's a handball all day long. So they missed that one. We had one of those on Thursday, went the other way, but that one definitely caught Estelle. And they have a right to be upset. It wasn't as obvious as Thursday's handball, where the defender really made himself big. But well, you don't have to worry, Tyler. My pick to click's out of there too.
Number 26, Seb Gray.
Ramos had himself a good impact on the game here in spurts.
Seb Gray, the Englishman, is on. That ball really checked up nicely for Nixon to be able to take it before Pacheco could make that run. Physical right in front of the referee. No whistle yet. Here's Wiedmann. With the substitution of Gray, Gray is usually someone that links up pretty well with Salem and Domiciano as that one sails high and wide. Let's take one more look at this handball and see if we can slow it down right as it makes contact. Here's the shot. Yeah, that's definitely off the hand. We'll
start the registration for the fall.
Beautiful look at that replay and the slowdown there from Josh Brown and Alden Ioane. Well done, fellas. Giving our audience a clear look at that one.
Make some noise if you want some tea.
72nd minute here. As Baloo waits to restart here, there's a Boulder substitution coming on here. We'll try to get it for you in just 1 second. It's number 37, Ryan Hausman, that's come on for Boulder.
And they're throwing these red t-shirts into the crowd where there's no lighting behind the crowd. So the red t-shirts, nobody can really see. Oh, speaking of a red t-shirt.
You got one right in your lap, Tio. Right in your lap.
I didn't see it until it hit me. What are the odds of that?
That one's one out of the air by Boulder. Dangerous spot here. See if Albuquerque can make anything happen. Serhat has a shot, and it took a deflection off of heel. Aiden let it fly. And even that really wasn't on an organized play or anything. It was just, hold that up, T.O. You're on camera, buddy. There you go. Tyler made the catch. Take another look here, or we'll take a look in a second after this corner. Actually, we'll stay here with live action as Aiden Serhat had a shot at it. Aiden's near post. He's being marked by Nixon. He's the tallest Sol player. Let's see if Nino's having that run. I thought they were going to try for that same header. It's still loose. Here's the shot, and it's saved off the back line by guess who but Emil Thompson. The young Dane comes up huge again. Hey, I said it might have to come on a set piece, Tyler. And there was the set piece.
It was very, very close. I mean, I don't know how much closer you can get than that without scoring, Sebastian.
Let's see if they can prevent the counter here. Tyler got a shirt. Something tells me Kimberly's getting a souvenir from tonight's broadcast, right?
This shirt will probably never find my back, in all fairness.
Now they play it out wide in front of us here. This is the goal scorer earlier. Good no whistle there as he tried to run up the back of Domiciano. Here's Nino. He switched over to this side. I like this look with Yuri and Nino on the same side, but they're not able to capitalize. And then a vicious retaliation. That has to be a card, and it is.
And he even kicked the ball back towards Yuri after he was already on the ground.
75th minute as Kinoshita was upset that he didn't get the call at the top of the 18 in the corner. And then he just leveled Domiciano. I don't know what it is about Yuri, but he's taken 2 dirty shots this season. One from Tucson and then that one there.
That's a yellow card.
And it's just one of those frustration fouls. Kinoshita has made his way into the book twice today. The yellow and the goal in the 7th minute.
The official solar partner of the Albuquerque Sol.
See if they can build it up the far flank now. No, that one's going to be wide. On that appeal for a foul, I don't think Ryosuke had much of a case because he just tried to run up Yuri's back. That wasn't a foul by Yuri at all. Oh, Serhat trying to pressure the keeper. So Aiden almost caught him sleeping there. Shades of USA Martinique right there. Having some Brad Guzan flashbacks as that was happening, Tio.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about the Mr. Guzan there.
Another foul.
Speaking of the U.S., they did win 3-0 today. Missed 2 penalties, though.
Salem was fouled, and they'll get the free kick here quickly on the restart. Estelle Trying to play up that right flank now on the far side. I really like this Nino switching to this side with Yuri, but they haven't tried to capitalize on it yet. They tried to chip it ahead. And then the defensive header by Nixon. Still on this half, though. They got to fire it back in there, and they do. And Serhat couldn't get to that one. Let's go down to the third member of our team. Isabel Gonzalez is with Larry Espinosa.
The official cookie of the Soul. Rude Boy Cookies, ice cream, and milk.
All right, Larry, last game of the season, so obviously I have to ask you, what's been your favorite part?
This right here. Yeah, last game of the season, but as we continue to grow and see all the people come and actually experience the Soul, that's been the best part all season long.
If there's anything you could redo, what would it be?
Probably our road game schedule. I think that it really affected a lot of the endurance of the players and could have changed the outcome in the standings a little bit.
Anything you would like the fans to know or anything you want to say to them and how the program's going to move forward?
The first thing I'd like them to know is thank you. Thank you for your continued support. We couldn't do this without fans, and we're excited for what's to come. Stay tuned. We've got some exciting news, hopefully coming pretty quick here.
Thank you so much, Larry.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks, Isabel, with Larry Espinosa down there. He mentioned it, he kind of touched on it, that 4 games in 7 days stretch on the road. I think that was probably did the fellas in the standings. That's tough.
Yeah, 4 games in 7 days. I can't imagine playing 3 games in 7 days, more or less 4.
Still 1-0. We're in the 79th minute here at Ben Rios Memorial at St. Pius. A nice crowd on hand. 2 hands right into the back. A foul called. Let's go quickly on the restart here. Do they have an equalizer in them?
Got 11 minutes and some change to find it.
Serhat, the battle of the bigs with him and Thompson. It was won by Thompson on Thursday as he really pushed Aiden around.
We've seen some hard physical fouls here in the second half. I think these two teams' welcome is wearing out on each other, having played 2 games within a span of just a couple of days.
So you take a look on a replay here.
Another fantastic save there by Heel. The goalies just trying to outdo each other in a save competition here.
Fans want him to play quicker here at St. Pius at Ben Rios Memorial. Nino, again, we mentioned he's on this side now with Domiciano. Now we're looking to make that run all the way back to the other side. Does anyone put in more mileage than Dylan Nino? And Salem's going to have to go back and defend that. He does. As you take a look back on the season, as far as consistency, you just have to be impressed with how consistent of a season Dylan Nino and Kareem Salem have had. Nino in particular. I would think those were probably 2 of the stalwarts in the starting lineup, as other positions have seen starters come and go. I know those 2 have been in there every broadcast I've done, Tyler, and I think they've been in all of yours.
Yeah.
Nino.
And I think that's what it's going to take for this Soul to really find their stride. You need a little bit of consistency. I know it's difficult in the PDL with all the developmental players that you have, that you're fielding week in and week out. You really want to give each one a chance to show you what they have, but you do need some consistency. Let the guys build up a little bit of chemistry.
Trying to play it out wide, Nino. Dylan gonna win a penalty. Yes, he is! Finally, Dylan Nino's hard work is rewarded, Tyler. He'd been working so hard both sides of the pitch. As he was just crossing into the 18 on the far side there, he gets taken down. But Sam Gleadle not in there to take this penalty. Sam usually takes most of the Sol's penalties. Here's Serhat. Let's take another look on replay here. Nino battling for this ball here. And it looked like he just got taken out from the side. Serhat, he did have a PK on the road trip for Albuquerque. Let's see if we can have an equalizer here in the 82nd. And we do. So the second half sub, Aiden Serhat, 82nd minute equalizer.
Pat Pacheco.
Oh, I beg your pardon, it was Pacheco. I thought it was going to be Serhat taking it. So the Cowboy, Pacheco, ties it up at 1.
The Sandinistas there, popping the flares.
I apologize. Yeah, it looked like Serhat wanted to take this, and then Pacheco. You take one more look here. Beautiful PK there from Pat Pacheco.
No doubt about that.
This is when you have to counter, or you have to push up, pressure, and attack, basically while the other keeper's being blinded by the Sandinistas flare.
Right.
You want to get back up there and get another shot in the box.
So let's get one more. Let's get behind.
Well, they have 7 minutes and change to find the go-ahead.
Serhat, heavy touch, but a nice toe in there for Nino. Want it back for them. Let's see what Aiden wants to do here. He's going to go against 3 and go wide.
Shot by number 11.
Thought maybe he was going to pass that back to Nino, and then Nino switches back to this other side.
Let's keep it up, fans. Let him hurry up.
You know, I wanted to talk to Nino on Thursday after our broadcast, but he was receiving treatment, and you can see why he gets iced down and gets treatment at the end of every match. There's no one logging any more mileage out there than Dylan.
Yeah, just one of the hardest workers on this Albuquerque Sol squad, Dylan Nino.
It's a dangerous spot here for Albuquerque. They're going to have to defend. 84th minute, Boulder with the free kick now.
Gonna try to salvage a point here.
I think this is Santiago Velez over it. I can't quite make out the number yet. Four-man wall. Baloo, it goes wide. Never really challenged the frame there.
Hey, you think if you're gonna go for that far post, you kick it with your left foot from that angle. Get it to bend around and in.
Take a look here. It was Velez. And yeah, that angle just wasn't there. Let's see if they can pull out a victory here in the closing moments. Now this is danger. Looked like he was playing offside. It doesn't matter. The flag wasn't up though. I thought maybe he was just a little off.
Number 21, Davis Wegman on the shot. Great save.
Serhat
Jason
gets fouled around midfield.
So I mean, Pat Pacheco has the penalty equalizer, but Baloo, what he's done today, I don't think there's any question that he deserves the man of the match title.
See if they can get one here. Here's Nino. Plays it out wide. Now Dylan makes that run right back into the box. Some nice step overs there. The header from Serhat, near post. And it gave Heel a lot of problems.
Cross by Pacheco.
It's a beautiful cross from Pat Pacheco. Trouble here on the counter, but Nino was able to get a toe in defensively.
And Estelle looks a little shaken up after that challenge.
I beg your pardon, it was Estelle. Let's take a look at this one. The header.
Off the woodwork. Wow. The Sol literally inches away, Sebastian, from stealing 3 points here from FC Boulder.
On the corner, this is trouble. And it's cleared out. Looked like that was Surhart. Look at Nino battling for the ball, even on his back. He's looking over at the ref like, what do I have to do to get a call here? Quickly on the restart. A little surprised that they allowed that quick restart. That's Nixon got a toe in there, and then he just levels Diego Montes. The Sol want to start it quick now. All kinds of room on the left side. The shot saved, punched out by Heel.
Shot by number 8.
Wow. It's a good idea by Mora. He just got the quick restart on the left side. There was nobody else down there. As Nixon vacated that side. One-on-one here. Take a look on replay. Not a defender in sight. Just the keeper to beat. And a nice stop from Shaz Heel. 88th minute we're inside now.
Yeah, it looks like the defensive lines just decided to walk off the pitch at about 85 minutes.
That was the first lapse we've seen from Thompson and Nixon back there all night. It's Kinoshita, I beg your pardon. He's trouble there on the top of the 18, but it's defended beautifully by Salem. Nixon, it's a toe in before Nino can. Oh, dangerous giveaway there. Domiciano, and another foul is going to go Boulder's way. As Kinoshita was battling Domiciano again. And another dangerous spot here. Santiago Velas is over this one again. He had that last shot sail wide of the four-man wall. The clock reads 88:06 here at St. Pius. These are the stressful closing moments here if you want to pull out a point. This one is low. Estelle cleared it initially. It's still in the box. Trying to bicycle clear it there, and they do. Surhat. Nino, that's got to be a straight red. He had a hand on the jersey. He's playing advantage now. But you've seen a red get pulled for that, Tyler.
Yeah, you've got to stop play and call the red
How do you not stop that play and card that? The jersey pull with no defender in front. You cannot play advantage there if you're the official.
And he doesn't even come back for a yellow.
Right, that's shocking that he doesn't come back and card him at the end of the play. That was as blatant as you're going to see the jersey pull on Nino. Here's Pacheco. And the flag is up.
Wow.
Take a look at this replay. There's not a defender ahead of him, and he's got a handful of Dylan Nino's jersey. And not only did he not stop play for a potential yellow or red, he played advantage, and then at the end he didn't even bring it back for a card. That was horrendous.
That's at the very, very least a yellow card. And it should have been a straight red.
There's a shot when Ballou sees it go wide.
Shot by 33, Lay Wheatley.
Wiedemann was just wide. Sol have to keep playing through this. They know they should have been given a shot there or a card. A battle in the air, and Nino got fouled. Showing you why he's first to the ice bath every night. 90th minute has been reached. Time is kept on the field. I'd imagine a little bit of time added. Let's see, they haven't flashed it up yet. 4 minutes of stoppage time added here at St. Pius. 4 minutes of additional time here. From a distance, tried to play it to Pacheco. Domiciano won that one. Yuri still over it, now to Pacheco. Pat trying to beat his defender here. Still over the ball, and now finally it's taken away. And he saw that shirt pull from Pacheco. So they need to pressure the ball here. And that'll be the end of the night, I would think, for Kareem Salem.
Oh, yeah. There he goes.
Kareem punts the ball to the other end of the field. That's his second yellow. So Salem, frustration shows. You saw his teammate didn't get the benefit of a blatant jersey pull on the breakaway, and then he was defending on this end and lost his head. The second yellow came in stoppage time.
And if he didn't punt that ball, he was getting a yellow for the foul to begin with.
Yeah, so you might as well get your money's worth. Unfortunate end to his season. He was one of the Sol's brightest spots of the season. PDL Player of the Week honors earlier in the year. He's had a fantastic campaign. Here's Santiago Velez over this one. Far post! And Ballou.
Saving the day, Jason Ballou.
So we're in added time here.
FC Boulder. Shot attempt by FC Boulder.
4 minutes of added time. We're into that third minute of that added time now. Another corner here. I'm a little surprised that Boulder's not trying to sub on more players to bleed out the rest of this time, Tyler. Usually you see them do that with the subs. Thompson trying to have a run, but he's being guarded by Serhart. He's going to play it to the other flag. Dylan Nino trying to pester him. And Ballou's out for the catch. But there's nobody charging. He had to get a quick restart out of that. But I think some of his guys are gassed. Either it's got to be a quick restart or a super organized one. So they're going to go for the organized one here, and they give it away to Nixon. Domiciano has to turn. Just Aiden back there now with 4 defenders. One tie here as we're into the final about 40 seconds of stoppage time here at St. Pius. And another foul called here on Albuquerque.
We're seeing a lot of touchy fouls called.
Let's take one more look at that replay of that breakaway where we didn't get a card for Nino. If we could get a look before the end of the broadcast, that's what changed the whole match.
Yeah.
I mean, he had his only defender beat. He would have just had to beat the keeper. Here it is again. It's a beautiful ball ahead. Dylan Nino has everyone beat, and then the jersey pull. The ref played advantage, didn't even come back and book. So we go back to live action here on the free kick here, and this could be the final free kick. And it's past Ballou in the dying moments of stoppage time. The Sol surrender the second.
A well-placed,
unbelievable,
well-placed free kick. Hit it with the right amount of velocity. Cream that one, and that little 30-second clip right there, Sebastian, that is a microcosm of this whole season right there.
Let's take another look at this one here, as I'm sure this restart is all but academic, as that should be the end of stoppage time here. As 4 minutes were added. And then another careless giveaway here. They could get some icing on the cake here. He's passed one, and they yield a third. Kinoshita is in the book with a brace now.
So I take back what I just said. That is a microcosm of the Sol season. I said it in the pregame broadcast that when the Sol give up a goal, 1 or 2 are always likely to follow.
Look at that careless restart there. On the 95th minute, this one turned from a 1-1 tie into a bit of a laugher at the end here. As Kinoshita has his brace. I was just about to say, let's take a look at the other one before that. We didn't get a replay of the second goal, but we'll do that after the commercial break. Full time. It's 3-1 Boulder. In the dying moments, they net 2. We'll be right back.
Hoops New Mexico basketball courts is coming to Albuquerque soon. 10 full basketball courts, and a whole lot more. For more information, contact Dan Serrano at hoopsnm@aybl.com.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. So maintaining this old car is your best option. Keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Don't forget, every ProView Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewNetworks.com to buy your DVD today.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, talk to State Farm agent Michelle Rudolph or Marty Size in Albuquerque.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Visit the Frontier Restaurant. Due to heavy construction on Central, take lead or coal coming north or south. The Frontier Restaurant. Get your Frontier fix on. Garden Sort's Team Sales is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutt Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school leather jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between. Garden Schwartz Team Sales. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales today at 1-800-880-7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Altitude Sports Grill is where Albuquerque's sports fans won't miss a game. With locally crafted brews on tap and refreshingly crisp cocktails. Located in Hotel Cascada, Albuquerque residents find a staycation worth staying for. Catching Lobo sports, enjoying a beer on the beach, or wiping out, Hotel Cascada is home to your urban adventure. Affordable guest rooms, no-hassle water park parties, and much more.
Let's quickly go down to the third member of our team. Isabel Gonzalez is with a, I'm sure, disappointed Pat Pacheco.
All right, I'm here with Patrick Pacheco, who scored the only goal for the Albuquerque Sol today. So, Pat, obviously not the way you wanted to end the game, and probably not the season you wanted, but what's the biggest takeaway you're getting?
You know, this is my 3rd season playing with the Sol, so I've seen it from when we were making our food in the hotel rooms to now we have tons of sponsors and we eat at restaurants before every game. So, I mean, I've seen it from the beginning to how far we've come now, and all I can say is we keep it improving every year, especially on the staffing side, and so it's only a matter of time before the team catches up as well. And you know, it's difficult being in the PDL. It's a tough league. There's a lot of games within a 2-month span, and guys come from all over the world, you know, internationally and the United States. So to build team chemistry within, you know, 2 weeks, it's really difficult, but it'll come. I know it's just a matter of time, and for the seasons to come, it's only going to get better. So I'm looking forward to the future.
What was your favorite part of this season?
Favorite part of this season? I think I took on more of a leadership role this year. I've been the co-captain last year, but this year I was acting more of a captain. So I think, you know, just looking over all the little details that the coaches don't see or the other staff, and just informing them and helping out in the locker room, I think was the biggest role for me. And that's probably what I enjoyed the most, was just getting to know everybody on an individual matter.
What's next for you? Can we expect to see you play again next season?
You know, that's a good question. I'm getting older now, so it's hard to say. I think I play it by year. I always look forward to the call from Matt to come back and play. My passion is obviously soccer. I love the Sol. They've always treated me really well. So I think if, you know, life is willing, hopefully I'll be here again, you know, and hopefully I'll be here when they turn a USL team. So yeah, I hope to be playing, yeah.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah, of course, thank you. Appreciate it.
I have a feeling that phone's going to be ringing next year for Pat Pacheco, the leader, the captain, the face, if you will, of this team, really. And in darkness, he found some bright spots, and this team did have a lot of bright spots, Tyler, this year, whether it be fundraising for the American Cancer Society, whether it be their visit this week to the UNM Children's Hospital. You know, Ron Patel and Larry Espinosa have them so immersed in the community, and it's about more than soccer, as we're going to take a look at some second half highlights. But it's really tough to end the season the way they just did. But you see a consummate professional in Pat Pacheco.
Yeah, you know, all these players are out here. They want to win. And, you know, that's ultimately the goal when you step out onto the pitch, is to get that result. And the way that they lost it there tonight, Sebastian, you know, I mentioned it during the broadcast. It's kind of a microcosm there of their season, as you know, they fought so hard to get the equalizer, Dylan Nino drawing the penalty, and then to give up 2 goals in stoppage time to lose the point that you fought so hard to get. Like I said, I just feel like that represents the Sol season to a T.
And definitely not the way they wanted to end it here. There's one more look at that clear, what should have been called a penalty. Salim lost his head in the end, but he had a just fine season for the team. PDL Player of the Week. Earlier in the season, him and Dylan Nino were fantastic, but definitely a sour note to the end of the second season of the Sol here on ProView Networks. So it's been a long season for us here. For Adam Deal and Jason Pohl, who aren't with us today. Dan Lodge was with us earlier in the season, as was
JJ Buck.
JJ Buck joined me for a game. Troy Wheeler joined us for a game. For the team that was here today, which was Ron Molina, Christian Molina, and Josh Luna on camera, and Josh Brown and Alden Iwani directing, Tyler Ortega alongside Sebastian Noel saying good night one final time from St. Pius. It's a 3-1 Boulder final.